My name is Blake Groves. My family is currently staying in the Yuan Nation. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Commerce and I am a full-time student. Well, I always enjoyed business at school. It's just such a critical part of the way we live these days, and it has a lot of great career pathways as well. When I grew up, kind of in the sticks, not the best I've ever seen in my life. There was pretty much no way I was ever going to be able to afford to go to university, and I gave up on it for a bit. That said, I was never a person to just say, oh, okay, that's an excuse to not work hard. No, it's never an excuse. So I went in there, I studied as hard as I could, and after that I started just applying for everything during the last few months of school. I ended up getting a position relatively early before I even got my exam results. So they've brought me down, they've allowed me to stay at accommodation. I've gotten some grants to help me get in my way, and it's just been so much more useful because I wouldn't have been able to afford the books, I wouldn't have been able to take the train down every single time. It would have been awful. But because of all this, it's more than possibility. It's been great and I love it. I chose a business degree. I really enjoyed this in school, and it is such a critical part of life, and I think it's just necessary to understand the way in which commerce works, because ultimately the vast majority of people are going to be working in some sort of business. And I think it's just so helpful to know your position, to know about all about this. And there's so much you can do with a Bachelor of Commerce or a business related degree. I've only just finished my first year of study and I'm about to start an internship at Ernst & Young over in Sydney. So yeah, things have already started really, and I've already got my goal ahead of me. Hopefully, when I'm done, I'll go into the Chartered Accounting course and I can go off and become a professional. If there's one thing I could tell people who are thinking about going to university, do it. You might not think you can, you might not think you have the resources or the ability, but it is not a hard transition at all, and you should definitely do this with your life. Going to uni is just brilliant. I don't think it's a particularly difficult way of life. I think it's fairly easy to adjust. The study itself is incredibly rewarding. There's a lot of nice things you do with it, and a lot of the stuff we'll be studying, particularly in my course and getting into, will be a lot of community-related things when we start doing more local studies. There's a lot to do. You can help a lot of people. There's a lot to do on the campus. It is brilliant, and it is the best way to get a good career.